Welcome back to the program, everyone. My name is Jeff. It's right over here. If I point the right shoulder, there it is. There's my Twitter handle. There we go. You can see scrolling across the bottom here. We're going to talk about the Inner Circle or AMA, but I wanted to talk about obviously the main story today is about Bitcoin. I'm going to get into that and all the different headlines and about how the price is the all-time high or is it not? Let's talk about it. But before I do, please, if you like this kind of content, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell on wherever platform you're choosing to watch. I really appreciate you sharing your time with me, listening to my opinions and my thoughts. But let's jump right into it because I value your time as well. So let me go and share my screen. And we're going to talk about just a couple things real quick. So we got CoinMarketCap. You can see the fear and greed index is pretty much pegged. It's at 89. So everybody's greedy right now. Bitcoin is over $72,000. Okay, it's dominating the news across the board. Here we have CoinDesk, first move over 71K, obviously a little bit late. Bitcoin surges over at zero hedge. It's past silver as world's 8th largest asset. The UK greenlights crypto-backed notes. Bitcoin, thank you, advertisement. Bitcoin soars past 72K at Fortune, highest since 2021, back in December. Bitcoin's rally to an all-time high has actually broken two records. It's almost 73K. Didn't bother to look at the two records, but we'll move on past that. But this just gives you an idea of how the price is just soaring today. And here's part of the reason why. Another ad, but we have the halving coming up in less than 6 weeks, 39 days. The estimated date is April 20th now because it's the number of blocks every 210,000 blocks. That's when the halving event occurs. And you're going to see that it's going to reward will go down from 6.25 Bitcoins per block to 3.125. So 6.25 down to 3 1/8. So supply will be hit. And this is the kind of things that we're going to be talking about over at Economic Preppers. Real quick for just to talk about us. Economic Preppers, you can come over to economicpreppers.com, schedule a call, click on this button. This will pop up. And you click here now, and boom, you're in. You're able to join us for the VIP level, get access to everything that we offer at this point, which we're continuing to add. I just got off the phone with somebody very special I'll talk about on the AMA. But the AMA is Wednesday night this week at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific. Let me drop out of here and just talk to you guys. So again, the AMA is this week at 5 p.m. Pacific. Dylan and I will be on there. We'll be talking about our special guest. We'll be talking about the all-time high. We'll be talking about the halving. We'll be talking about the decreasing supply of Bitcoin. But today, what I'm going to talk about for you guys is the price. So join us on the AMA Wednesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific. It will be recorded. You can send your questions either through Telegram or to Dylan and myself prior to then. If not, just watch the recording. Watch our videos that we have over there. We're adding more content, and like I said, we're going to talk about this new special guest, special offering that's coming down the pike. Just literally got off the phone with someone across the pond about a new offering that for our community that something people have been asking for months that I think I found a good answer for. So we'll talk about that on the AMA. So first off, the price of Bitcoin. I said that Bitcoin has hit the all-time high, or has it? That's the title. What am I talking about? Well, first off, we know that inflation has been hitting us like for a while now here in the States. Okay. They claim any number that they claim 3%, they claim 8%. There's like 8% is like your shadow stats number. Your 3% is like they publicize. I don't know about you, but prices I've seen certain items of going up in double just in the last 3 years. So for example, I've got a couple products here. Just like this is not the price is right, but you get the idea. But I think we all know that this is a can of Arizona iced tea, one of my favorites. And right here it says 99 cents. They put it right on the can, basically to say that this better be sold for 99 cents. Now, 4 of these make up one of the big gallon jugs. Now, these big gallon jugs, these are 2 of my favorite beverages. And Arizona, if you want to sponsor us, hey, here we go, free product placement. But this. Right, this is a gallon, which equals, I think, 4 of these. These are 32 ounces. This used to be 99 cents, and you would pay for the convenience, pick it up at a convenience store. 99 cents would be cold, whereas the gallon used to be $2, and they got to be $2.50, then $3. Now, typically, I see $4 for that gallon. Now, I don't know about you, but the product in here hasn't changed, right? So, what I wanted to talk about is the price. Okay, what is the price of anything? The price is a ratio between the product itself and when it's being valued in that currency. In other words, how much of that currency does it cost to acquire that object? Now, Some things haven't changed in the last 3 years, and probably for longer than that. A gallon of milk is still a gallon of milk for the last 3 years. A gallon of gas, regular gas, is the same as a gallon of regular gas 3 years ago. But the price has gone up. Gas is close to doubled. And certain things like, these products like this one, it's a loss leader. They know that. They know that this is like their advertisement, like the 99 cents. But the fact that this gallon jug, which is a little heavier to lift, but you don't want to get it on camera, that is $4 instead of $2. So that's doubled in price. Why has it doubled in price? It's because this product hasn't changed, right? The gallon of milk is the same. The gallon of gas is the same. The gallon of the iced tea is still the same. What's changed is the purchasing power of the currency. That's what has changed, because the price is a ratio of the object divided by the value of the currency. So if the currency has lost half of its purchasing power, then the price will double. It's just fractions, just math. Okay. So now it costs $4 to buy that gallon of gas, $4 or $5 for the gallon of milk, $4 for the gallon of iced tea, whereas it used to be $2. And we know that gas was back, it used to be $2 not too long ago as well. So you get the idea that, bringing this back to Bitcoin, Bitcoin has achieved its new all-time high. It used to be 69,420. Now it's over 70,000. But what is that 70,000 or 72,000? May even be 73 at this point. What does that reflect? Okay, because if you look at the numbers, right, taking into account of inflation, let's just say it's 3%, which is what they publicize. Let's just say it's 3%, 3.5%. In 3 years, if you compound that in inflation, which is how you have to do it, 3% a year for 3 years is a 10% increase. So at 69K, the actual value of Bitcoin, that same Bitcoin from 3 years ago, should be 10% higher than 69,420. So roughly speaking, that's another 7,000. So you're looking at 76,000 in 2021 dollars is what the price would have to be today to attain the same purchasing power if inflation was only 3%. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing products that are doubling in price. Now, I won't go and say, like, if you did that, if things doubled in price in those 3 years, then you could make the argument that 69,000 to be equivalent to today should be almost 140,000 for Bitcoin. Now, the answer is somewhere probably in between. Shadow Stats says it's like 8 to 9%. If you compound that for 3 years, that's a 25% increase. So again, fun with numbers, 70,000 of an all-time high in 2021 times another 25%, you're adding about 17,000. So now you're at 87,000 would be the equivalent purchasing power for Bitcoin in terms of dollars. So that's where it should be heading. And the Bitcoin is not the same in 5 to 6 weeks because the supply will be cut in half. So now you've got two factors that are happening over the next 2 months. Like you have the price of the purchasing power of the dollar is declining. So the price must go up to reflect the correct value, because the price must go up because if the dollar is buying less, the Federal Reserve note, not the real true dollar, it's another conversation for another time, but that piece of green paper has less purchasing power now, as we've proven with several products, gallons of gas, milk, and iced tea as examples. Those have doubled. Some things have gone up 10, 20%, sure, but other things have gone up 100%. Some have gone up more than 100%. But these prices are going up. What we know is that we can argue all day long about what the inflation rate has been from between 2021 and today. It is 10% minimum of an increase to much higher, certainly much higher. So if you just take an average, you say 25%, Bitcoin, an all-time high in 2024 dollars, should be 80 to 90,000 in 2021 dollars. Then you factor in the halving and this increase of the demand because of the ETFs buying at a rate that is 11 times the mining rate. Like right now, 900 Bitcoin are created a day by miners. That will drop to 450 after the halving. So, but ETFs are buying over 10,000 Bitcoins a day, and that's just the ETFs. There are other accounts like Mr. 100 who's buying 100 Bitcoin a day, 8 to 12 times a day. So he's buying this, he or she or they or whatever the entity is. We just know the address. But Mr. 100 is buying the entire supply that miners are creating every single day. And we know that miners are not liquidating all of their inventory. So we will talk about that decrease in inventory. We will talk about the decrease of supply of Bitcoin. We will touch on all those things and share some metrics and share some charts over at on AMA Wednesday night at 5 p.m. Please join us there. Once again, I'll just share it real quick. Let me get the window open the proper way. But yeah, if you can just go over to Economic Preppers, hit the inner circle button, launches this window, hit the click here now. $47. Join us Friday night at Wednesday night for $47. Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I try to make it a good time that for everybody across the U.S. to join us. For those in England, I'm sorry, that's going to be a little bit late. That's going to be like 1 a.m. But it's recorded. We will be talking. Dylan and I will talk about a number of different things. We'll talk about that English company I just spoke to for a product offering that's where it's going to be exclusive to our members first, and then we're going to expand upon it. Probably do a webinar talk with them. But there are products out there that people need and want in this, and we talk about like how to manage your Bitcoin. Not financial advice; it's educational purposes only. But we talk about how to manage your assets and how do you do these things and how do you think about them differently to keep assets that are growing and use these bad currencies and get them off of your books as fast as you can. So a lot said today. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hopefully we see you on the AMA. Please like, share, subscribe. Send this video to someone who wants to know more about Bitcoin. And we will see you next time and also Wednesday night. Take care.